Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Self-Care Zone podcast. Today, we're diving into a topic that's especially relevant in our hyper-connected world, doom scrolling versus dream scrolling. We'll explore what these terms mean, how they impact our mental health, and how you can shift from the cycle of negativity to one of inspiration and action. So let's jump in. So what's doom scrolling? Well, have you found yourself endlessly scrolling through social media or news feeds, consuming one negative story after another? You're not alone. Doom scrolling is the act of obsessively consuming bad news online, whether it's, global crises, personal tragedies, or just the general negativity that seems to be dominating our news feeds these days. And let's face it, it's everywhere. Why do we do it? Well, part of it's evolutionary. Our brains are wired to focus on potential threats for survival. But in today's world, this instinct keeps us glued to our screens, searching for answers or trying to feel prepared for the worst. Unfortunately, instead of helping, it often leaves us feeling anxious, stressed, and even depressed. Studies show that doom scrolling can create a loop of negativity. The more we consume bad news, the worse we feel. The worse we feel, the more likely we are to keep scrolling in search of relief that just never comes. It's a habit that can take a serious toll on our mental health. So let's flip the script for a second now and talk about dream scrolling. So what is dream scrolling? This is the term that I've come across recently in a TikTok video from a psychologist creator. It's about intentionally seeking the visuals and the content that inspires us. For example, images, videos, stories that align with our dreams and goals that you want to achieve. Dream scrolling is rooted in visualization techniques popularized by personal development leaders like Tony Robbins. Tony teaches that when we vividly imagine our goals as if they've already happened, you activate the brain's belief system and aligns your actions with your aspirations. He calls this bridging the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. For example, Tony Robbins himself used visualization early in his career. Living in a small apartment with little money, he envisioned himself speaking to thousands of people and making an impact, and he made it happen through consistent focus and inspired action. Dream scrolling works on a similar principle. By surrounding yourself with images or content that reflects your goals, you create a mental roadmap for achieving them. So how do these two habits compare? Doom scrolling pulls us into a spiral of fear and negativity. It reinforces feelings of helplessness and keeps us stuck in a place. On the other hand, dream scrolling fills our focus towards positivity and purpose. It reminds us of what we're working towards and motivates us to take action. Let me give you an example. Imagine two people starting their mornings. One opens their phone and spends 30 minutes reading about the economic downturns, the political conflicts. That's doom scrolling. The other spends the same 30 minutes looking at photos of their dream home, reading success stories from people they admire. This is dream scrolling. Which person do you think will feel more energized and optimistic about their day? The difference lies between the intention. Doom scrolling is reactive. It happens without us even realizing it sometimes. Dream scrolling is proactive. It's about consciously choosing what we consume. How can we break free from doom scrolling and embrace dream scrolling instead? Here are some practical tips. Set boundaries for news consumption. Limit your time spent on news apps or social media platforms known for negativity. Use timers or apps that block access for a certain period of time. Curate your feed. Follow accounts or pages that align with your goals, whether it's fitness inspiration, travel destinations, or career advice. Create a vision board. This could be physical or digital, a collection of images representing your dreams and aspirations. Spend time looking at it daily to reinforce your focus. If you want some examples of this, what I'll do is I'll actually link my personal dream board in the show notes below so you can go and have a look. There's an app you can use. You can use Pinterest. You can use your photos in your phone. Just something that works for you. Practice gratitude. Start each day by listing 3 things that you're grateful for. This simple practice helps shift your mindset towards positivity. Visualize your goals. Take 5 minutes each day to close your eyes and imagine yourself achieving something meaningful for you, whether it's landing a promotion, running a marathon, or building a stronger relationship. Remember, making this shift doesn't mean ignoring reality or avoiding important issues. It just means balancing the awareness with hope. Doom scrolling may feel like second nature in today's world, but it doesn't have to define our lives. By replacing it with dream scrolling, we're intentionally focusing on content that uplifts and inspires us. We can reclaim our time, energy, and mental well-being by doing this. So here's my challenge to you. Over the next week, pay attention to how you use your screen time. If you catch yourself dream scrolling, pause for a second and ask, what am I looking for here? Then redirect that same energy towards something positive, something that fuels your dreams instead of draining your spirit. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If this episode has resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need this reminder too. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Self-Care Zone podcast. Until next time, take care of yourself first so that you can take care of others.